Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today I'm going to show you one frame 6 different ways. Now, I happen to have 6 frames, but they're very similar, and believe it or not, I got them at the dump. In fact, I got 9 of them. I wonder if someone had a wedding, used them once, and just stuck them in a box. So they are beautiful. They are tin. They are painted differently, and they have a wooden back, and they have a glass piece and just a cardboard piece for the back. And each of them, they're either a white, a cream, a slightly green, or a slightly pink tone. And so for the first one, I am just taking a piece of sheet music that I had gotten at the Goodwill bins, an entire book of them. And I am also taking a piece of free graphic I had printed, and it didn't print quite right on my printer, so I didn't want to throw that out. It is beautiful, and I will use it for this project today, saving the other half for another project another time. Now notice if you rip toward you with the picture up, you are going to get the white edge showing. So if you don't want that, you need to turn it around the other way and rip it so that you don't have that white edge. Now once I finished getting that the size that I wanted it, I just went ahead and decoupaged that directly onto the sheet music. And I had already cleaned the glass on all of these, so they're nice and clean, and I just decoupaged that directly onto the sheet music. I love how this sheet music looks antiqued. Otherwise, you could always add a little bit of wax, antiquing wax, if you like to do that. And I think it came out lovely. Now I'm showing you all of them at the end, but this next one had a touch of pink on the frame. So I had a piece of this beautiful transfer that I haven't used the large section. I'm waiting for a piece of furniture to do that, but I decided on some of the smaller pieces I would use them up, and this is the last small piece that I have. So I just went ahead and cut a piece of pale pink cardstock that I had in my stash for the background of that. And then I just used the transfer stick to rub the transfer onto the paper. And I love the color on this. It's so lovely. This could have gone with either the greenish colored frame or the pink colored frame. It would have looked lovely, or even the cream one, really. And just took the stick and rubbed that on, and the transfers stick very well to paper, and you don't have to worry about sealing them or any of that. So I do love using the transfers on paper. It would be beautiful as well with the music background, or with the a book page background. I mean, there's any number of things. Even on fabric, you can use these transfers on so many different things. And then I just burnished that down, and that was it for this one. You can see the pink on the edge of that frame. Now on to the next one. I have this pretty tissue paper. So any tissue paper or napkin that you have left over in your stash, you can, if you have any of these IOD stamps or stamps that you can get on Etsy or on Amazon or even at the dollar store. I just took I love this bird stamp one that I have, with some ink, and I just inked right over this musical tissue paper and ripped off the piece that I wanted for this one. While I had that same stamp out, I decided to just take a book page, a regular book page that I had. I had picked these books up for, I think, 50 cents at the Goodwill years ago, and I just decided to use that same stamp with the book page as well, to see if I liked the music background or the book page better. Obviously, I had a number of stamps I could have used for this one, so if you have more than one, you might want to practice with that and see what you like. The nice thing is I'm not really gluing these to the background, so that as the seasons change, or as the decor changes, you can just pop that out and pop something else back in that frame. So here it is with the music, and here it is with the book page. and they both look awesome. I could have painted the background under the music to make that stand out a little better. And with that last piece of musical note paper, I decided, since I had my stamps out, to use this one from IOD with, or this might be IC Paris, with some sepia colored ink, because the frame had more creams in it, and this lent itself more to a brown than a black, so I like this look. And one of my frames was missing glass, so I decided to use a piece of fabric on this one. And then I took a piece of drop cloth and frayed the edges and made a little small pocket. I just glued that on and then filled that with some florals. So this is how they came out. I think that one looks adorable with the green. I absolutely love that green and cream together. That's one of my favorite combinations. And although my house is typically very neutral, it's nice to have a pop here and there of some different coloring. And then on the one with the transfer is more blush colored. So I put that one in my kitchen because that's where I had all of the blush colored Valentines for this year. And I thought that looked lovely with the rolling pin that I had done recently and that beautiful heart made out of painted pine cones that I did last year. I will try to remember to link some of these other videos in case you're interested. Otherwise, obviously, I have hundreds of videos on my channel if you want to just go and search for some of them. This one I think might be my favorite with that beautiful house on the music paper. Serenade, that's adorable. And then the birds, of course, always a favorite. I think I like the bird on the book page better than the music, only because I didn't paint the background white behind the music paper, I think, or maybe double the paper so that it didn't show the cardboard color coming through on that. But that bird stamp is always a favorite. I would love to know which of these are your favorite, and if there's anything in particular you'd like to see me do next. Here is the one with the sepia bee stamp on that antique music paper, and that just lends itself to my home, so I really like that style. Looks good with that wooden mirror behind it. So I think this was an easy project just to give you some ideas, since I was fortunate enough to get these beautiful frames. But I hope I have inspired you to do something with one of the picture frames that you have. And remember, you can also stamp or transfer right on glass. And so here is my all-time favorite. I think this one is absolutely adorable. It goes everywhere in my house. I have so much fun staging. That is one of my favorite things to do. And make sure you take my little quiz that I posted this week on my page as well, so I know what you need help with in your home. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you in the next one. Take care.